network to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
It's Ebro, Laura Rosenberg. Good morning. Today's guest, the amazing, incomparable, highly polarizing, and I don't understand why. Lizzo, give it up one time. Yes.
Lizzo.
Hi, what's up? Polarizing.
Well, I noticed that for some reason you're this most lovable, fun, happy person that when you do stuff, people get upset. And I'm always like, what y'all mad at Lizzo for?
It's true.
Because they're dumb.
It's because I'm fat, Ebro.
But that's so insane, man.
Like that.
Well, is it because people want you to hate yourself? They're like, hey, if you're going to be fat, you don't be so happy about it, okay? You be miserable with yourself.
Hey, it's only okay when I say that word. I'm just kidding. No, I think that's what it is. I think they're just like, how dare she be happy? You know, I think if we were all happier and loved ourselves more, there'd be way less hate.
I love when you did this piece online where you're like, I'm so miserable in my giant mansion with all my awards. Oh, what a horrible life I live.
My obese mansion with my obese bank account.
That was the best.
and I also, me and my girlfriend the other day were in your IG stories, and you were reviewing a breakfast burrito. That's what it was. And I truly enjoyed, as someone who enjoys a delicious breakfast burrito, or let's be honest, any burrito, I truly enjoyed you being able to own the shit that you enjoy. Like, to me, that's so refreshing. It's so lovable. It's so endearing. So I'll never understand when the haters come for you, Lizzo.
Yeah, well, they're going to keep coming, baby. It keep the checks coming, too. So.
That's right. Ow.
So now, Lizzo, we got a new song from you that's out. Does the world know who's on the feature at this point? I know it was a highly top secret, but I think it's out.
Yeah, it just dropped.
Oh, the secret is out, y'all. It is featuring Cardi B.
Yeah. Another polarizing character.
Right.
You two together, people's heads gonna explode.
I know. I don't know why that happens with her, too. She's the sweetest, and she just works hard, and she gets so much hate. I'll be like, y'all, she's just a woman working.
Facts.
And I feel like she always does the right thing. Her clapback game is strong. I always support whatever she does.
Lizzo, how did you
walk you? I was like, bitch, yes.
Yeah, the dog walk was
so
amazing.
Good. How did you guys connect?
Iconic.
How did you meet Cardi B?
Well, I mean, I met her via Instagram when she was eating corn. Remember in the strip club, she was like, I love stripping, bitch. I do this shit. I'm about to lie. That's how I discovered her. I thought she was hilarious. I thought she was a superstar. And then she got signed to Atlantic, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do a song with Cardi B. And they were like, chill, son, chill, son. I was like, okay, I'm going to just wait. And we would see each other at different events, like Atlantic events, and she was always so sweet to me. She's just like the sweetest person in person. She'd be like, when you see her like on social media, but in person, she's just like, hi, with like the softest little skin. You just want to hold her.
Super shy.
Me, yeah, and coy, and I was like, one of these days we're gonna do a song, one of these days, and she was like, okay, all right, and finally, this was the right song, the right moment, the right time for us to just come together and do it.
So let's play it. What's the name? You do the DJ thing. You know what I'm saying? Set it up. Let's set it off.
Wake your ass up, cause we got a world premiere. Brand new Lizzo. Oh, you thought she was gone? She back, bitch. She back with a bang too, bitch, with her brand new song, Rumors, featuring Cardi B. Oh,
I do it for the culture, goddamn. They say I should watch the shit I post, oh goddamn. Say I'm turning big girls into hoes, oh goddamn. They say I get groupies at my shows, oh goddamn. All the rumors are true, yeah. What you heard, that's true, yeah. I fuck him and you, yeah. If you believe I do that, had to cut some hoes loose, yeah. Indy ain't no loose lips. Now them hoes tryna sue me. Bitch, I don't give two shits. All the rumors are true, yeah. I've been in the bamboo, yeah. Focused on this music. My ex nigga, he blew it. Last year I thought I would lose it. Read shit on the internet. My smoothie cleanser might hide. No, I ain't fucked Drake yet. Spending all your time trying to break a woman down. Real shit is going on, baby, take a look around. If you thought that I was ratchet with my ass hanging out, just wait until the summer when they let me out the house, bitch. Sick of rumors, but haters do what they do. Haters do what they do.
All the rumors are true, yeah. Fake ass, fake boobs, yeah. Made $1 million ass suits, yeah. Y'all be running with fake news, yeah. Cardi and poppin', no, that's the machine. Nobody listen, they buying them streams. They even posted on blogs overseas. And lying a language I can't even read. The fuck does this mean? I'm a Bronx bitch with some pop hits. Used to pop off when they pop shit. But I'm calmed down and I'm locked in. And my records live in the top 10. Let's go. Teach me about big girl Gucci. Last time I got freaky, the FCC sued me. But I'ma keep doing what I wanna do. Cause all the rumors are true.
Yeah, they hated on me since school, yeah. I never thought I was cool, yeah. Now me and Cardi, we cool, yeah. I love hoes on pose, yeah. I am body goals, yeah. This shit from my soul, yeah. Black people may rock and roll, yeah. Why you spending all your time trying to break a woman down? Real shit is going on, baby, take a look around. If you thought that I was ratchet with my ass hanging out, just wait until the summer when they let me out the house, bitch. What they say, yeah. What they say, yeah. Give us something to talk about. Sick of rumors, but haters do what they do. Haters do what they do. All the rumors are true. Yeah. Sheesh.
Bravo.
I love it.
Bravo. Talk your
Oh.
shit. Talk your shit. Yo, and for the producer music heads out there, how you go from like kind of that slumper West Coast beat and bring in the live drums and do all that and talking that black people created rock and roll shit.
I mean,
you know, hey, that's my type of talk.
Throwing that in there at the end too, you had
Tight.
yo, seriously, Lizzo, listen, I want to tell you right now. It's my first time meeting you. You're a big star. I would have 1,000% lied if it was trash, but that was awesome. That is a great, great record.
Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, I mean, my favorite drummer, Thomas Pridgeon, is playing drums on that. He was in the Mars Volta, if you know, you know. But black rock drummers, like, we invented rock and roll. And bitch, I mean, I can't cuss. Can
You're
I
good.
cuss?
You're
You're
good.
good,
You're
you're
good.
good.
with
Happened.
it.
It already happened.
Wait, did you play any instruments on this track? Because I think it's so dope that you play so many instruments.
You know, that's me on the trombone and the trumpet and the... No, I didn't play no instrument on this.
I'm like, ooh.
I ain't play shit. I played the mouthphone.
You got me.
Now, Lizzo, I know a lot has been celebrated about your musical talents. I'm glad Laura just brought that up, but I do, and I'm sure Lauren Rosenberg get tired of hearing me talk about it. You might also, because I think every time we sit down, I remind people of how hard you work to get where you are right now, and the fact that the first time I saw you was at a U.S. Open Burton Snowboarding Festival in Vail, Colorado. On stage, I think you were opening for like Damian Marley or something like that at a festival. It was a small little, in town in Vail festival, and I had never heard of you before. But you were on stage with your dancers doing splits, rhyming. You had energy. The beats were dope. The music was dope. What you was talking about was dope. And a lot of people just in this last run got put up on you. But I would love to at least one more time for the people that just don't understand how much time you put into getting to this point. Can you share some of those stories with us one more time?
Absolutely. I have been doing music for a long time. Like I studied music since I was 12 with the classical flute. I've been writing songs since I was 9. I've been in girl groups forever, since I was 16 years old. Rap crews, R&B girl groups. I was touring in rock bands since the age of 19, playing for literally nobody. Like, I remember the first show my mom ever came to, I was so excited. I was like, yeah, you gotta come see my rock band. It was my band, the bartender, and the sound guy, and my mom. I was like, this is so embarrassing. I have to prove myself to this woman. Like, we have toured consistently since 2012, like nonstop. I think last year was the first year that I didn't tour because, unfortunately, of the pandemic. We've been putting a lot of work into, I've had many projects, many mixtapes, Lizzo Bangers, Big Girl, Small World, Coconut Oil, and to Cause I Love You. Yeah, this is not an overnight success.
For somebody who's touring, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Laura. Go ahead.
No, I was just curious. For somebody who's touring so consistently, you were always crazy busy. How was it for you to wind down and lock down during the pandemic?
Well, it was difficult for a lot of reasons because it wasn't like, hey, Lizzo, take the year off. It was like, hey, the world is in trouble. Like, we're going through it. And I'm so connected globally. Like, I feel like a connection to the earth. And I feel like when the world is going through it, I'm going through it. And I was like, oh God, I was in my house anxious. You know, I was stressed out. Not to mention, I'm used to always going, always working. And so I really had to look at myself and learn how to calm myself down without throwing it into work like I'm used to. And that was difficult.
Ebro mentioned seeing you at like a snowboard thing in Aspen the first time he saw you. Yeah. We had a conversation with Tyler the other day about, he talked about how he went through sort of the reverse that a lot of people are used to, which is you blow up first in the black world and then you get accepted at pop. You, correct me if I'm wrong, you feel sort of like Tyler in that you were accepted more. His was like white underground kind of fans. You were sort of accepted first by the pop world, I feel like, and then have come around to black music, black radio outlets. Is that what the process has been like for you as well?
Yeah, I mean, I watched that whole interview, by the way. It was awesome. I love Tyler so much. So if he's seeing this, hi, I love you. And yeah,
thank you for watching too, by the way.
Absolutely. That's always such a weird concept to me. Like, as a black artist, I was told it's hard to go from white to black. You can go from black to white. And I was like, but I'm black. You know what I'm saying? My audiences were indie, actually, not even really pop. I was playing like Pitchfork Festival and things like that. So I had a white indie crowd. I was opening for like Slater Kinney, you know, and like churches, not churches, but churches with a V, like, you know.
Indie rock.
I had an indie rock crowd, funny enough. And I crossed over, but it's like, I'm just an undeniable person. My music is undeniably good. I'm undeniably me. And I think people just can't deny a big butt and a smile.
Well, BBD said it.
Poison. But I do think it once again, you know, referencing the Tyler conversation and you bringing it up and having so much success, I think it's important, and I'm glad you said it in that new single, right? Like, often we as black folks forget that we're all popular music comes from us, right? All of it, right? It all comes from gospel and blues and, you know, the soul and our music, right? Whether it's rock and roll, whether it's hip hop, whether it's pop music, which bases a lot of it on R&B or Caribbean music, or even what you're hearing now coming out of Africa, like it's all us. But often we put ourselves, or we allow the media or labels or whatever consumption to put us in these genre boxes. And I think what you've done on all your music forever is what hip hop really is, which is all the music brought together, all black music brought together in one space, which hip hop fans forget that too. Where it's like, yo, hip hop, people have rapped over rock records, jazz records, house records, you know, country records, like or blues records. We've sampled all of that music and created something new. Talk about hip hop rhyming, like you talked about being a part of hip hop crews before, but just talk about being a part of the hip hop generation that is genre bending and putting all different types of music into one place.
Well, first of all, genre is racist. So let's just start there.
Facts.
Like, we were put in literal boxes in record stores because they did not want their white children listening to music created by black people. So it was race music. R&B was just called race music. And, you know, they were still consuming us anyways, but so they were taking our music and just kind of whitewashing it so those kids wouldn't listen to us. It's like, okay, well, let's take that song that they're listening to and just put a white person behind it, so maybe they'll just consume it.
Or don't put black faces on the album cover at all.
Right, hide the people.
Right.
Hide the people. So, you know, I'm proud to be a part of this generation where we're just like, you know, that used to be a question like, what kind of music you listen to? Oh, you know, I listen to, you know, you had a specific thing, anything but country. You know, that's what black people would say. But now it's like, what kind of music you listen to? I listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful time because that's what music is all about. I feel like at the end of the day, like, I'm creating music for everybody. I'm a very inclusive kind of artist. You go to my shows and you see people of all ages, you know, backgrounds, vibing together. I can't keep my earring on for
Yo,
shit.
it's okay.
Just rock
Vibing
one. Just
together.
rock
You
one.
know what I'm
One hoop.
saying?
One hoop. It's a one hoop kind of
Come on,
day.
I do the Alicia Keys.
You know what I
The
mean?
one hoop, baby.
One hoop.
Yeah.
But no, you must be. I just thinking about that. I wonder if there's an artist out there whose audience is that diverse. You truly do reach every single kind of person. And it's funny to me that people with labels would say, oh, I don't know if you can go back to black. Another thing they don't realize about black audiences is that saying of real recognize real is so... There's not an artist of any color or background that's not accepted in black music if the music's good.
Period. Yeah. No, that's absolutely true. I think for me, though, my intention with my music is broad. And I think that's why it hits people at a broad spectrum. I intentionally am making music to help people feel good. My music is therapy for me, and I would like to think that if it's helping me get through something, it's helping somebody get through something. And the one universal thing we can all agree on is if we not feeling good, we at least trying to feel good. You know what I mean? So I genuinely feel like I don't really have a genre, but I just make feel good music at its core. Should I put the earring back on?
If you want to, if you feel like, you know, like it needs to be up there. Are you on a path to, are you like a person that's beyond music now, looking at making other types of content? Because when I see you perform live, like, this got to be a Broadway play. This got to be, a musical. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you write. I mean, and even the way you write songs, like
even that song, even the single.
Yeah,
Rumors
like it
that.
feels like it fits as a part of a larger entree. You know, like there should be like the Lizzo review where, you know what I mean? Like where it comes out, but all of these songs have so many, there's stories in them and it's vivid and it's, you know, like, is that a part of your plan also?
Listen, I have a lot to give. I wrote a hip opera based off the Italian Girl in Algiers when I was in high school. So yes, I do. But one thing I've had to learn in my journey, I feel like my journey is unique from others, is patience. Like, I've had to be so patient to be able to actually accomplish the things I want to accomplish. Like, shit never really came quick or easy to me or for me. Like, even now, I got this Amazon deal where I can like create content, but like the shows that I'm making are like years in the making. It's like, I wanted to do this years ago, but like my journey has always been like, hold on, not now. And I'm like, why? Even Truth Hurts blowing up 2 years later. I made Truth Hurts. I said, this is the craziest song ever. This is the best song I've ever made. And this is one of the best songs of all time.
Right.
And no one else thought so. But then 2 years later, everybody thought so. So my story's always been about patience and timing. So yeah, I have a lot to give, but I also learned knowing how things go down for me, don't rush it. So I don't have any like big plans to do anything like that, but
it's
I
in
know
there.
when it's right, it's gonna come to me. Yeah. Oh, it's in there.
Let's play Truth Hurts, man. We got Lizzo. She's running with us today. We got to play this new song with Cardi B, Rumors. We're going to get that back on. Let's play them back to back. Lizzo's here. So, Lizzo, people, people may not know or may not remember because people forget a lot and they got their own things going on. Lizzo, I think you were born down in Texas, but you moved to Minneapolis, correct?
I was born in Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, and then I moved down to Houston. And I spent my formative years in Houston. So when they ask me where I'm from, I say I'm a Houstonian. I'm from H-Town because I went all the way to college to the University of Houston. And then after that, I moved to, and I thank you for helping me clear this up. Then I moved to Minneapolis post-college. You know what I'm saying? Just on a whim. And I think when my solo career started there, people were like, oh, she's from Minneapolis. Now, mind you, I love the Twin Cities and I love what happened to me there. I feel like everything happened to me there, like my career, me being able to take all these genres and blend them together and just be myself.
Minneapolis has a great indie scene.
Yeah, absolutely. Very supportive scene. So I'm forever indebted to Minneapolis, but I am a Houston girl, and I was born in Detroit. So what up, though, to my Detroit family?
Now, another piece I recall is you having the opportunity to perform for Prince. Can you share that story with us and that relationship?
So it started out as like, I laugh because it's just the most surreal thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. The most unbelievable thing. But I remember, our girl group at the time was doing well locally, and they did like a little documentary about us and Third Eye Girl, which is Prince, was Prince's girl group. And I guess he saw us, and he sent like an email to the radio station being like, who are these girls? And we were like, oh my God, we just like flipped out. And, you can't make this up. On Easter Sunday, he summoned us to Paisley Park and was like, I want you on a song. And we hopped on the song. It's called Boy Trouble. You can hear me rapping and singing. And I was like, it's Prince, so I got to show him everything. My rapping, my screaming, my squalling, my rock and roll. And, he put it on the album, which was on Plectrum Electrum, I was like, I just can't believe this is happening. And then after that, he loved us so much. He's like, I want y'all to come to Paisley Park and perform. So my girl group, Girl Party, we performed there a few times. Wow. He had Finding Nemo playing on the wall, and it was a very sacred space, no alcohol, just pure energy. It was a really wild time. He was supporting a lot of Black women and Black female artists at the time.
Right.
Yeah, super supportive and wanted to big us up. When nobody was checking for me, Prince was checking for me, because it was like, Lizzo is one of Prince's artists to watch in like 2014.
Wow.
When nobody was watching for me. So he was like, she's next. I was like, thank you.
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, in hip hop, you got to have that cosign. And I never, when I was like rappity, slappity, pappity, pat, pat, pat back then, I had zero cosign. Nobody wanted to put me on a platform or a pedestal. Nobody was checking for me, and Prince was, and that meant a lot. I'm like, my only cosigns in hip hop were Prince and Missy Elliott. I'll take it.
That's amazing.
That is crazy town. Crazy town.
And Missy, that record, it was Tempo was the name of it, right? It was called Tempo?
Yep.
Yeah. That record, Missy showed up for your videos, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm fully aware. I was like, so I was acting like it was, I was like, so you want to stand in front? She was like, don't ever let somebody stand in front or taller than you on your video shoot. She taught me how to be a star. She was like, you need to be the first thing they see and the last thing they see in the music video. She's like, stand tall. Cause I was like kind of crouching a little bit. Cause she a little short and I'm huge. I'm like 5'9". So I was like, yeah. And she's like, stand tall. And that was so much more than just a physical thing. That was like a metaphor for so much. Like, stand tall. You deserve this. This is your moment. Take it in.
And getting Missy on that song, I want to play it because there's people who know you, have heard your hits, and don't know that you have a song with Missy Elliott. They don't know you was co-signed by Prince. This goes, once again, referencing that Tyler conversations. People's reference points, sometimes they just have no idea because they missed it, right? They missed it, or their circle where they operate wasn't paying attention to it. So I wanted to make sure we brought it back up because I think there's so much music, R&B records, slow jams that Lizzo has, where Lizzo's singing. You know, people know you for these radio records, but when you go into your albums, there's a lot of great music in there, I think, that people may have missed in the past.
I feel like nobody listened to "Cause I Love You," the album.
Really?
It got overshadowed by "Truth Hurts" and "Good as Hell," and like it definitely got overshadowed because, you know, these songs that I put out as singles, you know, Little Drops Here, blew up when "Cause I Love You" was coming out. And so, you know, I mean, I hate to put this out there, but we definitely had to, we were like, okay, well, the single's on the album now. You know, we kind of like had to make a little Chex Mix, you know, a potpourri of an album. And, you know, I sequenced my records. Like, I'm so deep into the production and the writing, and like everything is like a movie in my mind. So it was like, really? I gotta slide this record in here. But, you know, it's fine. It all happened the way it was supposed to. But I feel like there's songs like Lingerie that nobody's really heard. You know what I'm saying? Cry Baby, which I love.
Cry Baby's like, fire.
Thank you. I got songs on this album that I'm like, damn, y'all ain't even get the chance to really take them in. But that's why I'm excited about this upcoming era, because now I get to present music to people in real time, you know, the way
it's not as disjointed as Truth Hurts into, you know.
Well, they're interested already. Like, since now you're already a commodity, when you drop an album, people will hit play and listen to your album.
Thank you. I want to be an album artist. And I dropped Truth Hurts. I know y'all know this story. I've probably told it a lot. And, you know, the day that I dropped it, there was a lot of like, I felt very unsupported for a lot of reasons. And we worked it out. But at that point, it was the darkest for me as a musician. And I was like, nobody, if I stop making music tomorrow, nobody would care. Like, this is my best music video, my best song I've ever made. And like, I just feel like nobody on an infrastructural level, I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about my team. It just felt like the ball was dropped, and it hurt my feelings. And I was going to literally quit and not for long, because music is like in my coochie, like I gotta make music. But you know, I made the decision. I said, you know what? I'm going to be an artist that can tour forever. I'm going to make good albums, and I'm going to have my fan base. I'm going to cultivate my fan base. Like, I've grossed $1 million touring on my own, no help. Wow. Like, I can do this for the rest of my life and be good. And I made peace with that. I said, I don't need the mainstream success. I don't need nobody to care about my shit except for the people who care about my shit, you know? So.
Here we are.
But look, I got Grammys now. I got Grammys now, so we go.
Yo, let's play that Crybaby joint, and let's play Rumors one more time.
Thank you.
Let's do it. Well, because I think it's important, man. I think it's with an artist at your level now, right? For people to understand that you are not just a one-dimensional kind of genre-specific type of artist, that you span the spectrum of making great black music. You know, and I think we should celebrate that when we can, you know. Lizzo.
Thank you.
Lizzo, thank you so much for joining our program today. It's great to see you again. I mean, we keep going. I didn't know how much time we had. You know what I'm saying? We can keep hanging out. Lizzo. Plus, but yo, we gotta have you back for the album. Yo, when the album come out, will you host our radio show? Ooh.
Oh, I'm gonna take your job.
Yeah, no, come up, take
you
phone
about
calls.
to lose your job.
take phone calls, like
Your job.
do the whole. Look, listen. The reason I know we're not going to lose our job is because you will not gross $1 million doing our job.
Right, she's
So
probably like, "Enough of
I
this."
guarantee you're not going to
gonna
be
leave.
showing up every day to do this shit.
No, yeah, for sure. And especially if we can do it safely.
Yeah.
You know, that's my number one priority right now, man. Things are heating back up with this COVID stuff. And
No,
I
you can
just
do it
want
from where you're sitting right
everybody-
now.
No, I want to see
Do it
her.
in person.
I mean,
wanna see
listen,
her.
I'm saying either way.
We'll take
Either
precautions,
way.
but we need you in the studio.
Either way.
Ebro, you'll have your
I need
second
that
shot by then. We're
in
lit.
person.
Yes.
Yo, we're all vaxxed up. We can mask up. Listen, we got multiple studios in the station. We could all be in our own separate studios. It'll sound like we live.
Ew. I like touching people's energy.
I mean, listen.
Yes. Keep going.
We'll
Yo,
figure
me
it
and Lizzo's hugs are legendary. We got legendary long hugs. We be hugging out here, son.
Really?
I'm taking
Yeah.
my earring off. We do be hugging. We
We
be
be
hugging.
we hug.
We be hugging?
We be
We
hugging.
smell good. We smell good.
Yeah,
too.
talk to him. Listen, me and
Yeah,
Lizzo was hugging down in Mexico City. You know what I'm saying? I traveled all the way to
We
Mexico
taking to
City to
Mexico.
hang out with Lizzo.
Oh, I remember that. That's right.
One of my
sure
favorite
did.
cities. That's so dope.
It was a great
Oh
time.
my gosh! Don't tell them too much now.
Chill.
Rumors part 2.
Yo, Lizzo, we love you. Yeah.
I'm so that we did this today. I love y'all. Thanks for playing my music. It's a big deal to me. Like, you know, I was making music and nobody was playing my shit. So every time anyone spins my record, I'm like, thank you. I'm filled with gratitude. I appreciate you.
We love you, Lizzo.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
God bless
Take
you.
care.
Stay safe.
See you for that album now. We holding you to that.
Hell yeah.